Today I'm going to reveal how you can sign 2K per month copywriting clients with only 2 hours of outreach per week. I'll show you exactly how it works, what results you can expect. These are not guaranteed results, but these are like estimates for myself, from my own experience, and how much it overall costs. Because yes, it does cost some money to send out cold emails if you want to get ahead of all the other copywriters who are still sending them out manually and all of that bullshit. However, first I want to clarify what I mean with cold emails, because chances are I'm not talking about the same type of cold emails that you are thinking of. So here's what I don't mean. I don't mean super personalized cold emails that take you 1 hour plus to write and send out manually. I don't talk about cold emails with personalized Loom videos to make leads problem aware and provide value up front, right? Any type of that bullshit. If you've been doing that, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about specific slideshows and presentations in your videos that are meant to give your lead personal advice around their copy. Also, I don't talk about ChatGPT written cold emails that are 500 plus words long and start with "hope this email finds you well" or any type of spam emails, right? This is what I don't mean, and this is probably what 99% of copywriters are doing right now. So listen up when I talk to you very, very clearly about how you can sign 2K per month clients with only 2 hours of outreach per week. When I'm talking about cold emails, then I mean automated email sequences with 5 emails that allow you to reach out to your leads on autopilot, multiple domains with email accounts so you can send out 500 to 1,000 emails per day. 500 to 1,000 emails per day, right? This is volume. This is not 10 cold emails per day. We're doing volume here. A precise lead generation system, so you're making sure you target the right type of leads with your offer. Super short emails that go to the point quickly with a no-brainer offer for maximum replies. This is what actually is the recipe to success with cold emails in your copy, right? Not those paragraph essay long fucking cold emails that y'all writing that takes y'all like hours of work every day. Like, it's pathetic. Persistent 3 to 5 follow-up messages for interested leads, right? This is also another component of the cold email system that I'm running. Again, this will cost you some money, but it will be worth it. Now, to show you exactly how it works and what you can expect, here's my own cold email system that I've been running, right? My cold email system runs, I would say 90% on autopilot. It's 90% automated, maybe even more than that. All I have to do manually is add new leads to my campaign, right? Whenever I get new leads from my VA or other sources, I add them to my campaign. So that is something that I do manually, but those are a few clicks. So it might take me like 3 minutes to add my leads. Tweak my email copy every once in a while, right? That might take me a little bit longer, like 30 minutes to an hour or so. It's like literally maybe adding another cold email to my sequence, changing the offer, something like that. Or follow up with interested leads to book a call. And that's something that, as I said, takes only a couple hours per week. All of this together costs me around 2 hours a week, right? If I put in the time and tweak my outreach system and like work on my cold emails, this is what it takes me, 2 hours a week, not more than that. And whenever I'm actively using this system here, right, with around, let's say 1,000 leads per week, right? So I get 1,000 email contacts that I reach out to per week. I'm booking 5 to 7 sales calls every week, right? Here's the proof. This is literally a calendar earlier this year when I was sending out cold emails actively to a lot of leads, when I was like really driving up a lot of volume. As you can see, the red spots in my calendar are calls. So these are 6 calls. A seventh call was canceled, unfortunately, that week, but these are still 6 calls, which are still, in my opinion, for just a copywriter, that's still pretty damn good, right? So here are the costs. You'll have to spend, or this is what I spent on my cold email system, so I'll just run this based on my own numbers. $100 per month on domains and email accounts. You won't get around this if you want to do a lot of volume, if you want to send out 500 to 1,000 emails per day, which is a goal that you want to look at if you're sending out cold emails, right? Don't think, by the way, that you will be successful sending 10 to 50, even 50 cold emails per day. You won't. Literally, you won't. You'll have to do a lot of volume. You'll have to contact 1,000 leads per week, something like that, maybe even more. The more you do, the more you'll get. But we'll get to that in a second. So you need domains and email accounts to actually send a bunch of leads, a bunch of emails from. From one email account, you can send out around 50 emails, and one domain allows you to create 3 email accounts. So 150 emails per day for one domain. So that means you need a couple domains with different email accounts, and all of that maintenance to have those email accounts in the Google Workspace will cost you some monthly fee. You won't get around it. Then you need a VA who scraped the leads for you, because you don't want to sit there manually 8 hours a day, scrape leads and find emails and contact details of your leads right? Because that is a low ROI activity. And during that time, you could have written copy, practiced copy, watch more courses, reach out to leads in other outreach methods, like for example, put in the work and put in those hours and reach out to people on Upwork, like send out Upwork proposals to maximize your chances of getting clients. So you want to hire someone who scraped the leads for you. Typically that costs around $100 to $200 per month if you can really find someone super cheap on Upwork. And yes, you can find people who are super cheap on Upwork. You can hire them for like $3 an hour. They will work for like, let's say, 20, 30 hours for you, and they will get you a bunch of leads for your cold emails. Then they will send you a sheet, and then you can literally take that sheet, implement it into your cold email system, reach out to those leads automatically. Like your emails are being sent out automatically to those leads. You don't have to do anything more than that. And then the cold email software that I'm using costs $125 as a one-time payment. So you literally buy it once, you keep it forever, no monthly fees. That is like a one-time investment that you have to do. Honestly, this is the cheapest cold email software out there. Like I have used tons of different email softwares like Lemlist and Instantly.ai. All of them cost around $100 per month if you really want to do it seriously. And this is literally $125 for one-time payment. You get to keep it. You can upload 5,000 contacts. Whenever you reach out to those 5,000 leads, you just delete them and you upload new contacts. That's how simple it goes. So a total of $325 to $425 for the first month, and then you're spending around $200 to $300 per month, right? That is the cost associated with cold emails. But the benefits and what you can get out of it, the return on investment is huge. So to be honest, you probably won't even have to run it forever. You probably only have to run it for a couple of weeks until you sign a client. Then you will go into, client mode. Basically, you will have client work. And then once you kind of go into that maintenance mode with the client and you can work with them long term, you bring them results and you're satisfied, you have more time, then you can start running the cold email system again and take on more sales calls. Because as I said, it only takes you 2 hours a week. So you can even run this cold email system, whether you have 5 or 10 clients right now and you're like spending 12 hours a day on your client work, you can still run the system because it doesn't take you a lot of time. Like you can manage those things on the weekend. The time effect or the things that cost you time are the sales calls. So the things that actually make you money, that ironically will be the thing that you will be most busy with the system, is not actually doing the outreach, but like being busy on those sales calls, right? I had days where I had 4 sales calls in a day, so I had nothing else to do than taking on sales calls. So after I signed my first cold email client, right? This was like my first client that I signed from cold email, like not my first copywriting client ever, but like the first client I signed from cold email, my first $2,000 per month client. I stopped doing outreach for a while and I just focused on results. So you can see here the screenshot of the subscription created. There was a retainer and I was just focusing on getting client results. So I was stopping outreach for a while, like a couple weeks or months even, to then go back to it. And as I said, I had the system, so I was doing it. Now I want to show you how this could look for you, right? The best thing about cold emails is it's the outreach method that is the most scalable. That is very important. If you do cold emails correctly, if you do it in a way that I'll show you or that I just showed you, you can scale it the most, right? It's more scalable than any other type of outreach method because other outreach methods are manual. You'll have to put in the time to get clients back. Whereas your cold email system runs automatically. All you have to do is maintain it. And as I said, that only costs you 2 hours a week. Doesn't matter if you're sending out 1,000 emails per day or only 1,000 emails per week, right? You'll still have the same amount of work, handling replies, booking calls, being on the sales calls. So let's take you now as an example and let's see how this could play out for you as a beginner level copywriter or even as an intermediate copywriter, really doesn't matter. Let's assume you have around 6 to 10% reply rate, right? This is what I had with my cold emails. Here's a screenshot. You can see I had some email campaigns that had 10+% reply rate, which is pretty damn good for cold emails. This means like 10% of people reply to me. And then I had other campaigns that I tested that weren't as successful. As you can see, I only ran this for 126 leads to test another angle for cold emails. And then it only got 6% reply. But let's go with the lower end, right? Let's take 6%. And let's say you get a 6% reply rate, even though if you learn cold emails the correct way, like for example, for me, you can easily get a 10% reply rate. And let's say out of these, let's say you send out 1,000 emails, right? In a week. That means you're getting 60 replies because it's 6% reply rate. Out of these 60 replies, let's say a third, right? 33%, which is also on the lower end, because from my experience, you'll get more positive replies than only a third, right? I got around 40%, but let's just take a third. So let's say 20 of those 60 replies are positive ones. And now let's say from those 20 positive replies, right, people who are telling you that they're interested, that they want to learn more, blah, 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 you're able to book only a fourth, like only 25% of them to book a call with them. Even though you will probably be able to, if you have 20 people who say they're interested in your offer, you'll probably be able to book much more calls than this. But I calculated this with very low numbers because I understand that if you start doing this cold email system now, you won't have a lot of experience. So I calculated a lot of margin of error in there to be like, okay, we will only assume the more conservative numbers because this is kind of your first time doing it, and we can't expect you to hit the best numbers here, right? From the get-go. It's just not realistic. So let's say you book 5 booked calls from 20 positive replies. And out of these 5 book calls, let's take a 20% closing rate, which is, again, on the lower end. You can easily have a 40% closing rate, but we assume that you're not someone who has been working for 5+ years as a sales rep somewhere in some company who has like tons of sales experience. You're a normal copywriter. Maybe these will be your first couple calls that you'll take. But let's say from the first 5 calls, you close at least one client, right, with a really, really solid offer, which will be easy if you have a good offer. And you can close them at around $500 to $2,000 per month. I won't take even $2,000 per month. Let's say $500 per month. As a beginner level copywriter, no experience, this is still pretty good. People don't understand that $2,000 per month retainers won't just come your way when you start outreaching. It's actually pretty damn hard to land those. Like, these are the hardest clients to land because nobody nowadays will want to pay a retainer to someone doing a service because they have been burned by other freelancers, by other agencies that are just scamming people or not getting them results. So people are actually not, like, no one is a fan of paying a huge retainer, especially like $2,000 per month. But you can make some good money with other deals like profit share and blah, blah, blah. I talk about this in other videos. Let's say you make around $500 per month with them. This means that as I said, we're going to go to the lower end, $500 to $1,000 per month. Something around that line, around that number should be realistic for you, even on a performance-based payment to make as a copywriter from one client. So let's say with our calculation here, 1,000 emails equals 5 book calls equals 1 closed client. So that means if you send out 1,000 emails, you get 1 closed client. Let's say you send out 2,000 emails, now the number doubles. You get 10 book calls, you get 2 closed clients. 5,000 emails, you get 5 closed clients. 10,000 emails, 10 closed clients. So that means the more volume you do, the more calls you can book and the more clients you can sign. It's that simple. It's the math here. You can't, argue with it. If you have those rates, right? This is not something that is esoteric, or if you do this, this, and that, these are the rates that you're getting, then these are the clients that you're signing here, right? It's as simple as that. And so this means literally, if you can only bump up the volume, if you have a system that runs well and that gives you these results, then you can literally sign unlimited clients. You just have to scale it up and send out more emails. You just have to do more, put in more to get more out of it, right? So let's say you spend, right? Let's say you do the first couple months. Let's say you do the first month, you spend, right, $300. That's like an average number on cold emails for only 1 month. For around $300, you can probably send out around 2,000 emails. That means you get 2 closed clients. And these 2 closed clients, as we already mentioned, let's take the lower end, are paying you $500 to $1,000 per month. That means from investing $300, you're getting $1,000 to like $2,000 per month back, which is almost a 10x return on investment, right? So if you were to tell me that, hey, if you put in $300 here and you get $2,000 out, that is kind of like a machine that is just making more money for me passively, then I'll just put in more money so I can make more, so I can get more out of it. That means you'd probably get close clients back that can easily pay you like $1,000 to $4,000. But as I said, let's go to the lower end. $1,000 to $2,000 already would be pretty good, right? While only spending 2 hours per week equals 8 hours per month. Some of you guys are doing 8 hours per day on outreach. Imagine doing 8 hours per month on your entire outreach and getting like clients that are worth $1,000 to $2,000 per month. And then once you scale it, the cool thing is you won't ever do more than 8 hours per month of outreach. Only thing you're doing is more sales calls because you want to sign more clients. So you will spend more time on sales calls, but not on actual outreach, right? And if you find a winning email script, lead gen system, and a sales framework, you can literally turn on your entire system again whenever you need more clients to speed up your client acquisition process. So you can be like, hey, I just signed 3 clients. I don't have any time anymore to do outreach, or I don't have the capacity to take on more clients. You just turn off your cold emails. You stop it for a while, collect some money, and then once you find more time to sign new clients, you can just turn it on again. Start booking more calls in a matter of weeks and sign another client, right? Now, I don't want you to see me as another one of these gurus. I know that all of these gurus are saying, hey, this is so simple, right? This is how you sign clients with Instagram. You only need this and you only need that. And it's so simple. You only send out 50 DMs and then you get like a sales call. And then the second sales call, you will close for sure for a 4K per month retainer. And you only need 3 of those clients. Then you're making 10K per month. It's like, that's not how it works. It's not that realistic, right? So I don't want you to see me as one of these gurus now presenting this and be like, oh, this is the best thing, right? Promoting my outreach method as the best thing and making it look too good to be true. Because there are a few downsides when it comes to cold emails, and I don't want to gatekeep them, right? There are downsides with any type of outreach strategy. It's just, there's always advantages and disadvantages of doing something, right? You just have to take a look at where are there more advantages than disadvantages, right? What is better per se than the other outreach method. So here are a few downsides when it comes to cold emails. The lead generation process can take longer as expected. So right now I'm also hiring a VA and I'm kind of setting things up. It might take a couple weeks and they're like postponing the time, taking more time, like they need more time, which means that they can't give me the leads that I requested. I requested 10,000 leads. They cannot get it to me in like 1 or 2 weeks. I'll have to wait like a month or so, for example. And then, navigating the VA to scrape the right type of leads for you is also kind of a pain in the ass. You need to kind of show them what type of leads they should outreach to. Then you need to take a look at the leads if those are the correct type of leads. But if you ask me, that is still so much better than doing that all myself, right? And then it might take some time and money for you to figure out a winning script, the right offer, and the ideal leads to target. That is normal with cold email because it's kind of like Facebook ads. You want to get information first. You want to see what subject lines are working well, what offer is working well, right? Is it 20% profit share on email sales to generate them an extra 5 to 10K per month? Or is it increasing their core sales by 2x in the next 60 days? Like, what is more attractive to them? Which benefit, what copy is the most attractive in my cold emails that books calls? That is something you have to figure out first. That takes a little bit of time and money because you'll burn through leads until you get the right offer that you can then run with a winning script to, once you've figured out your ideal leads to target, to your ideal leads. And then from there, you can kind of scale and really get a lot of sales calls. And then buying and setting up your domains and connecting them to your cold email software can be a pain in the ass as well. There's a lot of technical stuff you need to consider. There's a lot of stuff you have to go through. It takes some time and it's really complicated, but honestly, there are a million tutorials out there on YouTube that can help you with that. And I have also only gone through this with watching tutorials and I managed to get through it. So if you're not stupid, like you'll just watch a few tutorials, you'll get it done. It's not that hard. Like you're a copywriter, come on, you're doing harder things than this. The last thing is warming up your email accounts until you can start sending out cold emails. It takes around 2 weeks. So from the point you're buying the new domains and the email accounts, you need to warm them up first until you can start sending out cold emails. Otherwise, all of your emails will land in spam folder, right? And so that takes around 2 weeks to warm them up with the software. But again, it's worth it. So you'll just have to wait these 2 weeks. And that time you can get new leads from a VA and write different scripts and prepare everything to get started. Now, don't get me wrong, cold emails are definitely one of the best outreach methods out there, right? If done correctly, if you're doing it with a system like this, not with, as I said, 10 super personalized cold emails per day with Loom videos and all of that shit, where you like kind of meet writing your lead and kind of showing them how much you don't respect your own time so that you just sent them a free Loom like that. It's like, if you're doing it correctly. But I'd only recommend it to copywriters who are already making a little bit of money. So, and can't afford to invest $300 to $400 per month in their outreach to scale past like 5K plus per month. So this is probably not the best outreach method for you. If you literally have $0 in your bank account right now, you can't invest anything, then you should do Upwork or LinkedIn DMs or something like that. You should find a more affordable strategy. But this is perfect for you if you're already doing like, let's say 500 to $800 per month and you can like invest $300 to $400 per month easily in your outreach, then you can, as I said, easily scale to 5K plus per month because you'll get so many clients with this. Now, if you can invest some money every month in yourself, then I'd highly recommend you join the Elite Copy Mastermind, which is my group coaching program. Link is in the description, by the way. It's only €50 per month. And you'll get access to basically my 3-hour plus cold email training with the exact 4 components you need to integrate in a automated cold email system like the one I showed you in this video. It's very in-depth, shows you exactly step-by-step how to do it, and also a big training on how to write good cold email copy, how to come up with an offer. And then the technical setup guide that is covering 8 steps you need to take to get your cold email system up and running so that you can't skip this like pain in the ass type of thing to figure out how to buy and set up domains and cold email software and all that thing. I cover all of that inside of my group coaching program. You'll also get a complimentary LinkedIn DMs outreach training to mix your cold emails with LinkedIn DMs and make them 2 times more effective. So this is also pretty good, and you can do LinkedIn DMs plus cold emails to be even more effective. I have an entire training on this, as I said, in the Elite Copy Mastermind. And then what else you can expect is literally 55 plus hours of coaching content I haven't uploaded anywhere else around writing OG level copy, right? All the principles I've learned from writing for Ty Lopez, generating him more than 400K in sales, is what I teach in that community as well through trainings and coaching calls. We have 2 coaching calls per week, closing 2 to 4K per month copywriting clients, and much more. So it's going to be covering sales, outreach, copywriting. You get direct individual one-on-one feedback from me on the group coaching calls and in the chat. So as I said, if you're interested in setting up a system like that, literally you'll get everything you need to get started, all the trainings and all the coaching calls in the Elite Copy Mastermind. So make sure to check the link in the description. Join as long as you still can for that price because I'll be increasing the prices soon. And yeah, if you like this video, please give this a thumbs up, subscribe to this YouTube channel for more outreach methods that allow you to sign 2K per month retainer clients, and send this to a copywriting friend that might need help with their outreach strategy. And I'll see you in the next one.